Welcome to Columbia, Missouri, Memorial Stadium and home to the Missouri Tigers, where we are anticipating quite a clash on Faroe Field today. What a showdown we have in store. A couple of Big 12 teams squaring off in what could prove to be a huge game. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the Missouri Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Missouri about to kick off to lift the lid on this one. The ball will be placed at the 40 after that kick out of bounds. Line gets set, first down. The give out of the gun. Bulls his way forward. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
That is a statement play right away. You're playing on the road. The stadium's loud and noisy. You want to quiet him down, run the football down the defense's throat.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking for room, it's Baldridge. Jukes his way for more. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
To the ground with the back.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. And those guys, those running backs coming, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They're going to test the right side with this one. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Ooh, and I love the running back here. Running into the blitz, he saw the extra defender. He was able to put his foot in the ground and make a miss. That was a good play.
A designed run for the quarterback. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Gilliam. Looking downfield. Complete to the left. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Texas! Well, that couldn't have gone any better.
It's so great for an offense to come out right out of the gate and score a touchdown on your opening drive. It just helps the offense establish that rhythm that is so important. It'll be interesting now to see how this offense does the remainder of this contest.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. On first down, here comes this offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Throws to the tight end. On target over the middle. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knocked him down at the 41. And the Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Going up top on first down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He's looking for an open man on second down. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to them, and they forced the incompletion.
They keep attacking through the air. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Still looking on the move. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone. The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. Looking downfield, it's Acho. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be third down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
It's good. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Steps away. And he just chucks it into the fourth row.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another down.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. Looking for a man. It's Gilliam. Pocket starts to collapse. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
Listen, I know DBs don't catch the ball real well, but to be a defensive back, it's one of the hardest positions in football. You got to stay with these big, fast, wide receivers and then try to go track the football and make a play. Great job making a play for his team there.
Here comes the offense on second down. They'll try the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
On third down, he drops to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Street. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. The Tigers with the 1st and 10. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. With the score, Texas 7, Missouri 3.
The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. They go to the ground. And he could not get loose on the run. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. On the move. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you can tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
No movement from the field goal unit. The offense is out there to try to keep this drive alive on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. The incomplete pass, 4th down, fails, and they'll turn it over.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Here's the give off the left side. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19.
Nice run there on 1st down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Off play action. Firing to the right, complete. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
I love when they sneak the big fella out of the backfield, you know, usually blocking so much. Nice job with a little play action, slide him, give him the rock.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? They'll try to get the 1st through the air. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. The Longhorns send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And the returner goes down. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Looking to move it through the air. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Missouri gets to the line quickly. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Dropping back, it's Acho. Zings it complete to the right. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. When you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a first down like they did right there.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
3rd and 2, trying to be physical, trying to win the battle up front. Almost there, Palmer, just short, 4th and inches.
Yeah, and he was so disappointed he didn't pick up that first. He's looking over to the sidelines right now, asking for the ball again here on 4th.
And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on 4th down. He'll be brought down, but it'll move the chains for Mizzou.
And 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Touchdown, Missouri! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this game.
Looks as if they'll stay aggressive here. They go 5 wide on 2nd and 3. Looking downfield, it's Gilliam. Got out of trouble and throws. He's right on target. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. He's going to pass. Working that left side now. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. He's looking to throw. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got his man down the middle. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Safe completion on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Gilliam. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. What a snag by the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you can tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
Going up top. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. He's looking to throw it. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. This is a hard game and a hard position to play. But if you're the starter at this level, you cannot miss that throw.
No, you can't. And they don't miss that very often.
He'll take a shot. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a thunderfoot into one. Well, players don't really like kickers, but if this guy bangs through this 60-yarder, he'll be the toast of the team. No good. It's still a 3-point game after the miss. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Longhorns will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. Fielded in the end zone, it's York. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, Ben. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Trying to convert this second and short. Back to throw, it's Acho. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down income. Wants to throw on third down. Caught, close to the marker, it's York. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback checking the play. He wants to throw it again. Good timing on the quick out. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
He's got enough for a Missouri first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Well, they picked up that first running the football. That's good news for an offensive line.
Gonna let it fly. And the pass is intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
Looking for a gap. It's Baldridge. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll try it again. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Holds it in. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Right back to the well. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And a great job by the linebacker. You can tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Wide out in motion. They'll run play action. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling.
And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. And the pass is incomplete. They thought they had the fake all dialed up, and it did not work. They managed to get the throw off, but couldn't get the completion. You always wonder, why not just leave the offense out there and run a pass play? Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. And then a low-scoring game like this, he's going to let one fly down the middle. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. And the Tigers want to crank the tempo. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Georgia has the lead right now, but they have not been able to separate themselves just yet between the hedges of Sanford Stadium. They're up by 13 over Miami. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Leaves it with the back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get them 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on 3rd down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on down.
Nice job by the defense there. You talk about where you get the stop. You now get an opportunity here in the second half to build on your 2 possessions.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Fires to the right. He's got it. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Down to the 12-yard line. It's 1st down. He wants to throw. Fires to the tight end. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these 2 guys, they rep that.
He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. A 1st down for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. To the air, it's Gilliam. Got his man quickly. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Missouri 24, Texas 7.
Quarterback empties his backfield. Wants to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Unloads it left. For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Quickly complete. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points and quickly. We got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
To the air on 1st down. Fires toward the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Back to pass, it's Acho. Feeling some heat. This time it's complete.
Well, they execute the end route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it past the marker. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. He's going to pass. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Missouri! And the pummeling has started. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And they tacked on the extra point. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Texas offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, a lot of things haven't gone right for him. You saw an incompletion right there. It's been offense, it's been defense. They just haven't been able to click and get into a rhythm here, and now they're playing catch-up, and you know they're going to be throwing it.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And this defense has done such a great job. Another sack on the day. They forced an interception. They've been flying all over the field playing great defense.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He makes the connection. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly. So you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark. And they just got to score more points. They got to do better. Right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
He'll start this drive firing. Scrambling away. Laundry down on the field as the pass is incomplete, but let's see what the penalty is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense getting set for first down. Scanning the field, it's Acho. It's complete to the right. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Touchdown, Tigers! And the route is on. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Just when you think it's automatic, it's not. Extra point, no good. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Coming after it. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Yeah, and this defense just putting the cherry on top of the sundae. They've been all over the place. They've done a great job. Their offense has built a huge lead. We're just counting down the minutes on the clock now.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Oh, he wants it all. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail.
I'll tell you, man, analytics in college football now are changing the way coaches think about down and distances. And listen, I know there are probably some metrics out there that say you should go for it in that situation because the percentages are telling you you got a good shot at keeping the football and keeping possession. That time, though, they're not able to come up with it. They've now given up the football with their backs to the wall. The defense now is going to have to dig them out of this hole.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's York. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
Squirrel, 29 Philly, 2-9.
The play action fake. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. And the stomping has commenced.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And the play will stand after the replay room just does a little double checking to make sure. Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Georgia is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These dogs have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they are capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Miami. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air. It's Gilliam. Got his man on the right.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Pressure coming. He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Turns it loose. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, They're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation.